Unlock fluent English from your own home. Welcome to a powerful truth. You can achieve strong English fluency without leaving your home, without expensive teachers, and without complicated courses. Many believe they need external help, but the secret lies in a proven, practical system you can implement in your own space every single day. This guide will show you exactly how to build real, lasting English ability. We are talking about actionable methods that actually work, not just theory or abstract grammar rules. If you apply these steps consistently, your English will improve steadily, confidently, and naturally. Trick 1. Build a simple daily routine. This is where most learners stumble. They study inconsistently, perhaps 2 hours one day, then nothing for a week. This isn't learning, it's chaos. English thrives on repetition, and repetition needs structure. So, create a simple, stress-free daily routine. It doesn't need to be long. Imagine 20 minutes of listening, 20 minutes of reading, and 20 minutes of speaking. Just 1 hour. But do it every single day, at the same time, in the same place. Your brain craves patterns. When you engage in learning at a consistent time, your brain stops resisting and starts preparing automatically, just like your body anticipates hunger at specific times. Consistency reduces mental resistance, and when resistance drops, improvement soars. Fluency isn't forged in one marathon session. It's built in 100 small, consistent efforts. Consider 2 people. One studies 5 hours once a week, the other 1 hour daily. After a month, the daily learner achieves far more because the brain retains repeated exposure better than long, irregular bursts. Your brain constructs English pathways slowly, and daily repetition strengthens them. That is how fluency blossoms, gradually, not suddenly. Instead of an unsustainable goal like, I will study 4 hours daily. Commit to, I will study 1 hour daily for 90 days. Small promises yield big results. This first trick alone will transform your English. Routine breeds discipline. Discipline fosters progress. Progress builds confidence. And confidence fuels continued effort. Trick 2. Track progress weekly. This system prevents you from quitting. Most English learners don't fail due to lack of intelligence. They fail because they cannot perceive their progress. When growth feels invisible, motivation, consistency, and confidence wane, leading to abandonment. But here is the truth: English improvement is happening silently. Your brain absorbs patterns, your ears recognize sounds, your tongue adjusts, your sentence speed improves. It just feels hidden. That is why weekly tracking is essential. Tracking converts invisible growth into tangible proof, and proof cultivates belief. Daily checks can be disappointing because progress in a single day is minuscule. But check once a week, and the difference becomes noticeable. This aligns with how your brain learns. Growth is slow daily, visible weekly, and impressive monthly. Your tracking system must match this natural rhythm. Layer 1. Weekly speaking evidence. Every Sunday, record yourself speaking for exactly 3 minutes. No preparation. Just pick a topic, your daily routine, what you learned this week, your opinion on success, why you learn English. Speak naturally without stopping, restarting, or correcting mistakes. Then listen to last week's recording. You will observe fewer pauses, faster thinking, clearer pronunciation, less fear, and a more natural flow. This comparison builds immense confidence because your brain now sees concrete improvement. Once your brain believes it is improving, it cooperates more fully. Layer 2, error awareness check. While listening to your recording, identify areas where you paused excessively, repeated words, or struggled to express an idea. Write these down, not to feel bad, but to train smarter. For instance, if you paused due to vocabulary gaps, next week you focus on vocabulary. If sentence structure was the issue, next week you practice longer sentences. Tracking provides direction. Without it, you are merely guessing. Layer 3, confidence measurement. Ask yourself, weekly, did I speak more confidently this week? Did I speak louder? Did I think faster? Did I hesitate less? Confidence itself is a form of progress, not just grammar. Sometimes your grammar improves slowly, but your confidence accelerates quickly. And that is crucial because confidence drives fluency. When you track weekly, you stop comparing yourself to others and start comparing yourself to your past self. This changes everything. Instead of thinking, they speak better than me, you think, I speak better than last month. This mindset builds long-term consistency. Record yourself for 4 weeks. Week 1, hesitation. Week 2, slight improvement. Week 3, noticeable flow. Week 4, a clear difference. After 90 days, your early recordings will sound like a different person. That is when true confidence ignites, not from external praise, but from witnessing your own growth. Tracking isn't about judgment. It is about respecting your effort enough to measure it. No teacher at home. You become your own teacher. No exam. You create your own evaluation. No one pushing you. You monitor yourself. This is how serious learners grow. Trick 3, build a daily active speaking system. Listen carefully. You can listen for years, read for years, watch videos for years. But if you do not speak, you will never feel fluent. Fluency is not merely understanding, it is production. And production demands daily speaking, even when you are alone, especially when you are alone. Your brain operates with 2 distinct systems: passive knowledge, what you understand, and active abilities, what you can say. Most learners cultivate passive knowledge. They understand, enjoy, and recognize English. But when it is time to speak, there is silence. Why? Because understanding is not speaking. Speaking is a physical skill involving your mouth, tongue, breathing, speed, and sentence organization. All these elements require daily training. Now, I will provide a structured system, not random chatter, but a real system. Divide your daily speaking into 4 essential parts with no excuses. Daily life commentary, 5 to 10 minutes. This is simple yet profoundly effective. Talk aloud about what you are doing. I am making tea right now. The water is boiling. I am adding sugar. Today I feel a little tired because I slept late. This may sound basic, but it does something vital. It directly connects English to your real life. You stop translating and start thinking in English, building automaticity. Automatic thinking is the engine of fluency. Do this daily, even with simple sentences, because simple sentences build complex confidence. The retelling system, 10 minutes. After watching any short video or reading something, close it. Now, explain it in your own words, not perfectly. I watched a video about discipline. The speaker said motivation is temporary. He explained that consistency is more important. This trains sentence connection, idea organization, memory recall, and speaking without preparation. Fluency is not memorizing sentences, it is organizing thoughts quickly. Retelling builds that crucial muscle. Question, answer simulation, 10 minutes. Simulate a real conversation. Ask yourself questions and answer them immediately. What are my goals? My goal is to improve my English and become confident. What is the biggest problem in my country? I think unemployment is a major issue because this builds quick thinking, opinion, expression, real conversation ability, and confidence under pressure. You are training your brain to respond fast, which is true fluency. Mirror confidence drill, 5 minutes. Stand before a mirror. Look into your own eyes. Speak clearly, not fast, not quietly, but clear, slow, and confident. This trains eye contact, body language, facial expression, and voice stability. Confidence is not just about words. It is about posture, tone, and breathing. If you can look confident alone, you will look confident in public because this drill targets all speaking weaknesses, fear, slow thinking, translation, low confidence, and poor flow. It fixes them not in one day, but daily. Consistency triumphs over intensity. The first week, you will feel uncomfortable. The second week, slightly faster. The third week, smoother sentences. The fourth week, more natural. After 90 days, speaking will feel normal, not scary, not stressful, just normal. That is fluency. Many wait for someone to talk to, for an opportunity, for confidence. Do not wait. Create your environment. Your room can be your classroom. Your mirror can be your audience. Your voice can be your teacher. If you speak 20 minutes daily for 90 days, that is 30 hours of active speaking. Most learners never even accumulate 5 hours of real speaking practice. That is why they feel stuck. Fluency is about practice volume, not talent or intelligence. It is volume, daily repetition, and a structured system. Trick 4 practice with ChatGPT, your 24/7 English speaking partner. Let us be honest, one of the biggest challenges when learning English at home is the lack of a conversation partner. No one to talk to, no teacher, no native speaker, no one to correct you. So you study, listen, and read, but you miss out on real conversation practice. This is where ChatGPT becomes an incredibly powerful tool. Used correctly, it can be your speaking partner, writing corrector, vocabulary builder, grammar explainer, and confidence trainer. However, most people use it passively, merely reading answers. You must use it actively. ChatGPT is not just for asking questions, it is for practicing English. Treat it like a conversation partner, not like Google. Do not just read, respond, speak, think, and interact. Open ChatGPT and type, "Let us have a conversation. Ask me simple questions. Correct my mistakes gently. Now answer every question fully, not one-line answers. Write 5 to 6 sentences. If possible, speak your answers aloud before typing. Then check the corrections." This process builds real time thinking, sentence formation, vocabulary usage, and confidence. You are simulating a real conversation without pressure, and you can do it anytime, morning, night, during a break. ChatGPT never tires, judges, or laughs at mistakes, which eliminates fear. Ask, give me 5 speaking topics. I will speak for 2 minutes on each. Now record yourself speaking. Here is what I said. Paste your transcription. Please improve it. You will receive better sentence structure, improved vocabulary, and clear corrections. This is powerful because you speak first, then you refine. That is how fluency grows, not by copying, but by producing and refining. Many learners fear grammar, mistakes, and stop speaking. Instead, use ChatGPT as your safe corrector. Type something like, correct my grammar, but keep my sentence simple. You will see that your ideas are good, only the structure needs minor adjustments. This builds confidence because you realize, I am not bad at English, I just need polishing. This mindset changes everything. Instead of memorizing 50 difficult words, try this ask. Give me 5 useful daily words and ask me to use them in sentences. Create your sentences, then ask, are these natural? Improve them. This teaches usage, not just memorization. Fluency depends on using words naturally, not just knowing dictionary definitions. This is exceptionally powerful. Ask, let us do a job interview, role play, or act like a foreign friend meeting me for the first time. Then respond naturally. This builds confidence, real conversation flow, and practical English. You are practicing real life situations at home without pressure or embarrassment. Do not just read ChatGPT's answers. Respond, interact, think, speak aloud before typing. Turn it into an active practice tool. If you only read, improvement will be slow. If you engage, improvement becomes fast because you remove 3 major problems: no speaking partner, fear of judgment, and lack of feedback. ChatGPT solves all 3, but discipline remains yours. Technology assists, consistency transforms. 15 minutes of conversation, 10 minutes of correction, 5 minutes of vocabulary practice. That is 30 minutes. In 90 days, you will accumulate 45 hours of structured English practice. That is serious training. Most learners do not even reach 10 hours, which is why they remain average. ChatGPT will not make you fluent. Your daily speaking will. ChatGPT is the tool, you are the worker. If you treat it seriously, it becomes your best practice partner. If you use it casually, it becomes just another app. The difference is discipline. Trick 5, become the person who uses English every day. Learning English at home is not solely about practice. It is about how you perceive yourself. If you constantly think, my English is weak, I am not confident, I am just a beginner, your brain accepts that label. Once your brain internalizes a label, it behaves accordingly. If you believe you are bad at English, you will hesitate more. Therefore, to learn English seriously at home, you must gradually shift your self-perception. This is not fake confidence or pretending, it is a gradual identity shift. Instead of saying, I am trying to learn English, start saying, I practice English daily. There is a significant difference. Trying feels temporary, practicing feels serious. Trying feels optional, practicing feels committed. When you declare, I practice daily, your brain begins to expect consistency from you. And when you miss a practice session, you feel it because it does not align with who you are becoming. That is powerful. At home, begin living small parts of your day in English. When you wake up, think, what is my plan today? not in your native language, but in English. When you prepare food, think, I am cutting vegetables. I need more salt. This tastes good. When you walk, think, the weather is nice. I feel energetic today. These may seem like small actions, but they build something profoundly important. They connect English directly to your real life, not just textbooks or exams. When English becomes intertwined with daily life, it feels natural. And when something feels natural, fluency grows automatically. Start writing small daily things in English, your shopping list, your goals, your reminders, your weekly plans, even short notes like call friend at 600 p.m. These minor changes signal to your brain, English is not a subject. English is part of my routine, which eliminates mental distance. Many learners treat English as a separate world, but fluent speakers treat English as a normal tool. This crucial shift happens at home, not in a classroom. Another vital point: stop speaking negatively about your English. Many learners joke, my English is very bad. Do not laugh at my English. I cannot speak properly. Every time you say that, even jokingly, your brain stores it. Your brain does not understand humor, it understands repetition. If you repeat weakness, you build weakness. So change your internal language. Say, I am improving every day. My sentences are becoming smoother. I am getting more comfortable speaking. You do not need to lie. You need to focus on progress, because progress is real, even if it is slow. Now, let us delve deeper into behavior. People who truly improve at home do something simple. They stop asking, should I study today? They decide, I study every day. When something becomes a decision, not a question, discipline escalates. If brushing your teeth were optional, you would sometimes skip it. But it is part of who you are, so you do not debate it, you just do it. English practice must become like that, not a daily debate, but a daily standard. When you practice daily, even for 30 to 60 minutes over 60 to 90 days, something profound changes within you. You stop feeling like a beginner. You start feeling familiar with English. Words come faster, ideas form faster, confidence increases. Not because someone granted you confidence, but because repetition created comfort. Comfort creates confidence, and confidence creates fluency. At home, no one controls you, no one grades you, no one forces you. This is your advantage, because now your growth depends entirely on your discipline, not on external pressure. And when growth stems from self-discipline, it endures. That is true independence. Here is a small daily exercise you can begin tonight before sleeping. Speak for 1 minute in English about your day. Just 1 minute. Not perfectly, just honestly. Do this for 30 days. You will feel a shift. After 60 days, you will notice smoother speaking. After 90 days, you will not feel like the same person, because daily action shapes identity, and identity shapes results. At home, you are not alone. You are in control. You decide your exposure, your routine, your practice volume. And if you choose daily action over excuses, English will stop feeling difficult. It will start feeling familiar. And once English feels familiar, fluency becomes possible. Trick 6. Follow a daily 60-minute plan. Most learners fail at home for one reason: random study. One day grammar, next day vocabulary, then watching videos without speaking. then nothing for 3 days. That is not a system. That is confusion. Fluency demands structure. So instead of asking, what should I study today? You follow the same structured 60-minute framework daily. No thinking, no guessing, just execution. You do not need 4 to 5 hours. You need focused repetition. 1 hour daily equals 30 hours per month. After 3 months, that is 90 hours. Most learners do not even accumulate 20 hours of serious speaking practice. Consistency triumphs over intensity. You divide it into 4 powerful parts: 15 minutes listening, 15 minutes reading, 15 minutes speaking, 15 minutes writing. Each part trains a different fluency muscle, and together they build complete English ability. 1. 15 minutes listening. Build natural language patterns. Listening is not passive. It is training your brain to recognize rhythm, pronunciation, and sentence structure. Choose short videos, 3 to 5 minutes. Watch with focus. Replay difficult parts. Notice how sentences are connected. Pay attention to tone and speed. Do not just watch, listen actively. Ask yourself, what words did I hear repeatedly? How did they start the sentence? How did they express opinion? Listening builds subconscious patterns. When you hear correct English daily, your brain copies it naturally. You do not memorize, you absorb. 2. 15 minutes reading. Build vocabulary and sentence structure. Reading cultivates clarity. Choose simple material, not difficult novels or complicated academic articles. Opt for short articles, simple blogs, or short stories. While reading, underline useful phrases. Notice sentence patterns. Learn words in context. Do not memorize long word lists. Instead of learning the word, learn the sentence. I determine to improve my English. Sentences build fluency. Single words often build confusion. Reading strengthens your sentence, building ability. 3. 15 minutes speaking. This is where real fluency is built. No skipping. Even if you feel uncomfortable, use this structure. 5 minutes talking about your day. 5 minutes retelling what you listened to. 5 minutes answering random questions. Speak out loud, not just in your mind. Your mouth must practice. Your brain must organize ideas quickly. If you only read and listen, you become a good understander. If you speak daily, you become a communicator. Fluency resides in the mouth. 4. 15 minutes writing. Organize your thinking. Writing slows your brain down, which is beneficial. It forces clarity. Write a small paragraph daily. For example, today I practiced English for 1 hour. I learned 3 new phrases. I struggled with pronunciation, but improved after repeating. Writing enhances grammar awareness, sentence structure, and logical thinking. It also strengthens speaking because clear thinking leads to clear speaking. This plan attacks all areas: listening, input, reading, several vocabulary and structure, speaking's fluency, and writing's clarity. Most learners focus on only one area. Balanced practice yields faster results. Same time daily, no phone distractions, no skipping speaking, no perfection pressure, just simple repetition. That is the secret. First week, slight discomfort. Second week, slight improvement. Third week, faster thinking. Fourth week, noticeable confidence increase. After 90 days, you will feel completely different. Not perfect, but comfortable. Comfort leads to confidence, and confidence leads to fluency. When you adhere to this plan daily, something important happens. You stop depending on motivation. You depend on structure. And structure is more resilient than emotion. If you study only when motivated, progress is slow. If you study daily by routine, progress is guaranteed. Trick 7. Focus on simple English. This is the foundation of real fluency. If you want to speak English fluently at home, you must grasp one crucial rule. Fluency is about smooth speaking, not about big words. Many learners mistakenly believe that using difficult vocabulary will make them sound fluent. But what often happens? They search for words, they pause, they forget, they lose confidence, and they stop speaking. They know English, but they cannot use English. Simple English resolves this because simple English allows you to speak faster, and speed creates flow, and flow creates confidence, and confidence creates fluency. Simple English possesses 3 major advantages. 1, you can speak faster because you do not have to overthink. 2, you make fewer mistakes because simple structures are easier to control. 3, people understand you easily. And when people understand you, your confidence flourishes. This is the true objective: to express, not to impress. Simple English does not mean childish English. It means clear words, short sentences, and direct meaning. For example, instead of saying, "I would like to articulate my perspective regarding this matter," say, "I want to share my opinion about this." Same meaning, but more natural, more confident, and more fluent. Fluent speakers often employ simple sentences because fluency is clarity, not complexity. Many learners try to master advanced vocabulary, intricate grammar rules, and complex sentence structures before they can comfortably speak basic English. This is akin to attempting to run a marathon before learning to walk properly. First, build strong fundamentals, then gradually add complexity, not the other way around. If you want to sound fluent with simple English, use this structure. Start with a simple sentence. Add 1 extra sentence. Add 1 example. That is it. For example, I am learning English at home. I practice every day for 1 hour. For example, I speak alone and record my voice weekly. This sounds fluent, not because of grand words, but because of its smooth structure. Confidence is not merely a feeling, it is comfort. When you choose simple English, you feel safe and in control. You do not panic. You do not freeze. This calmness makes you sound fluent. Many learners possess vocabulary, but lack comfort. Simple English prioritizes building that comfort first. Use daily life topics. Talk about things you already know: your routine, your family, your plans, your goals, your problems, your opinions. You do not need complicated topics at the outset. You need speaking control. Use short, clear sentences. Instead of 1 long sentence, use 2 short ones. Long sentences often lead to mistakes and confusion. Short sentences create control. Repeat common phrases. Fluency stems from repetition. Learn 20 to 30 common sentence starters like, I feel, in my opinion, I want to, I need to, I do not agree, because these phrases are simple yet powerful. They enable you to speak anywhere. Native speakers predominantly use simple English. They do not speak like textbooks. They speak like real life. If you speak simple English clearly, you will sound more natural than someone using heavy vocabulary with hesitation. Natural speaking is the essence of real fluency. The goal is to sound confident. Smart English without confidence sounds weak. Simple English with confidence sounds powerful. That is why simple English wins. If you cannot say a sentence smoothly in 2 seconds, it is too complex. Simplify it. Say it easily first, then gradually incorporate advanced words later. Fluency is constructed step by step. When you focus on simple English for 30 days, you stop hesitating. You stop translating so much. You start forming sentences automatically. You feel confident speaking alone. You feel ready to speak in public because you have built a strong foundation, and a strong foundation fosters rapid growth. Trick 8. Record yourself. The fastest way to fix your speaking at home. When you learn English at home, you encounter a significant challenge. You do not know how you truly sound. In your mind, you might believe you spoke well, but in reality, your voice might be too fast, too low, unclear, or riddled with pauses. And because you cannot hear yourself accurately, you repeat the same mistakes relentlessly. Recording yourself solves this because it provides something most home learners never receive: clear, unbiased feedback. No guessing, no imagination, just real proof. Let me tell you something crucial. You do not need a grand classroom. You do not need expensive courses. You do not need perfect conditions. You need discipline. You need structure. You need daily action. Your room can become your classroom. Your voice can become your teacher. Your phone can become your practice partner. Everything you need is already within your reach. The only question is, will you use it?